Hey guys, this video is about social media and the influence of it on no contact. As you know, no contact is supposed to protect you from getting too many negative thoughts by thinking about your ex. And secondly, it is supposed to prevent you from paying attention to her, or from initiating contact from you, and thus not being able to properly assess her interest. Nowadays, however, the whole thing is made a lot harder by Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp and all that crap. You may be used to talking to her on the phone at a certain time of day or, in the worst case, even texting her all day. That alone makes you feel the impulse to look at your phone. Sure, because seeing an online status on WhatsApp gives you the feeling of being connected in some way. But except for lost time, it doesn't bring you anything. You lose yourselves in the worst case in old chats and make yourselves ready. You want to write again and lose energy and motivation. So especially with WhatsApp, I want you to take down all pictures of her from your phone and delete or archive the chat. You don't want to carry something so destructive to you in your pocket at all times. And we humans are like that. We give ourselves the full load of it when we just have to think about it. For example, it happened to me that I wanted to make a backup. WhatsApp was reinstalled in the process. Suddenly the phone crashed and everything was gone. Without a backup. At the first moment I really panicked. But you know what the second feeling was? Relief. By the way, this way it can't happen to you anymore that you accidentally press a wrong button and in your misery accidentally call your ex at 3 in the morning. She sees that and what would that tell her? That you either didn't have yourself under control or are still looking through your pictures and chats at 3 in the morning feeling sorry for yourself. Does that come across as you being a self-determined man who deserves the respect it would take for her to contact you again someday? I'll leave the appropriate response to you. So moving on, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram and so on, the optimum would be for you to simply endure what your ex is doing there. Why? Because you want to keep all possible channels open for her to contact you. If you delete her everywhere without comment, she might take it the wrong way. So an adult reaction would be to put the apps on your phone on mute so you don't always see everything immediately and leave it at that. But that's an approach that could be really dangerous from ex to ex. Some of you will be lucky enough that she barely posts anything and if anything, she continues just as before. So maybe puppy pictures and that's that. Others will post their great new life, which may be at first, but I promise you and you know this too, social media is not real life. It's highlights of being extra happy and awesome. But seeing it still hurts like hell, and if you find it's getting to be too much for you, there's nothing wrong with muting it. That works most of the time. Or you delete it altogether. Now let's talk about how you use social media. Let's take Instagram as an example. Act as normal as possible. If you posted regularly before, keep it up if possible. It's also a way to show yourself that life goes on. But don't go overboard, like trying to show her now how great your lives would be. Never have the ex in the back of your mind when you post. I also have another video on this. Don't try to play mind games with your ex. I should probably call that, don't mess with your ex. Because she's currently in the driver's seat. If she thinks you're trying to make her jealous or doing it all on purpose to manipulate her, what do you think a triggered woman will do? Or even worse, a woman who sees and assumes you've moved on. Yes, exactly. She will do exactly the same thing. And that will hurt you more than her. So don't try to manipulate. If you're doing it for other reasons or maybe getting linked on pictures, so be it. Another way you could be active is of course to like or comment on their pictures, posts or anything else. Would love for you guys to do that with me, by the way. If you are thinking about doing that with her, I want to remind you again how no contact works. You don't contact her and you actively don't contact her. She doesn't hear a peep from you and doesn't see anything from you that would go directly to her. There is no exception, even if you should look for loopholes in the beginning. Liking a post of hers shows her that you are there and want to be a part of her life. It shows her that you continue to put your energy and time into her and she thinks you might expect something in return. Breadcrumbs she may drop off the table like a like back to you. So cut the crap. It's all free attention that she doesn't want anymore right now and doesn't deserve. It's hurting you and your target. Let's turn this around. You've been waiting for her to contact you for what feels like an eternity. Maybe you've been blocked or ghosted, and all of a sudden she likes a picture of you or looks at your story on Instagram. Is this the indirect direct approach you've been waiting for? Should you now link back or write to her? No. That would be, if anything, an indirect direct approach. You're waiting for her to write to you, reach out to you, or call you. Directly to you. Privately. In private. It's a good sign if she unblocks you, re-adds you, or likes your stuff. Yes, it is. But that's all you see in it, please. Look at it, be happy for a moment but stay in no contact until she gets back to you. No liking her stuff in return. And in terms of stories, it means nothing. You can look through them all at once and then you just accidentally look at the story of your ex. Do not imagine anything on it. So again, to summarize, depending on your personal feeling, you watch that you get as little as possible from her. You declutter your phone and make sure that you only see notifications from your ex in the app itself. You stay in no contact and continue to live your normal life. Maybe that of the man you want to be, but you don't present yourself as someone you're not just to get the ex back. Take care and see you in the next video.